G。 ズモ。ビーチ、ズモ、リンフ、ドラ。ポン。G。 G。 ポン。リーチ、楽しみ。スモですね。トン、ドラ。 三色同順ドラ。チーだ。ポン。ビーチ楽しみ。
Yes, I was. DG4 from Shimocha with... Okay, this is a perfectly safe tile. So quite an embarrassing beginning, start of the stream. I was muted up until now. So, hello everyone, my name is Sinki and we are back in Mahjong Soul for some throne room plays. Well, it happens sometimes. It's not the first time it happened to me anyway. I remember having muted myself yesterday before ending the stream for some reason, but yeah. Okay, Taiyo no Mi from Kamicha, just 1000 points, doesn't change much. Regarding the point situation. So for now, we're still content with our second place. We're happier than no one else has been able to score a decent win other than myself and Kamicha. Okay, lots of Manzu, not a good Pinzu and Sozu shape, so I'm going to get rid of the Sozu shape first. Then I may start to call tiles if I keep drawing Manzu like this, and I have a really good shape. I will call the Q-man if it shows up, probably the Palman as well. Not certain about that, but it might happen. Gonna keep dropping Sozu for now. I want to delay my revealing of Manzu Honitsu for as long as possible. Now I have to. Doping first. The middlemost tile. Kamicha called Pon. Okay, Tenpai, but I'm not going to take the Tenpai, of course. He shouted for Tatechin even. And it could be a huge, huge hand if I draw the Chiman. Summon as well. No thanks. And yes, Tenpai, but I'm going to keep it Dama. It's Tatechin Ipeko, waiting on Chiman for a guaranteed Haneman. Sumo would be Baiman. No thanks. Come on, Chiman, Chiman, Chiman. If it comes from Kamicha, that's huge. If I get it Sumo, that's huge too. Well, I would be... Ah, but there is no Churen anyway. I would have been enchanted for Churen Poto, but there is no Churen because of the Q-man being dead already. Too bad. And I do not think I had better weights elsewhere, I think. Because of this shape. Yep. My only Tenpai would have been to drop the Iman actually, I think. Yes, I think so. I can hardly read my own Menchin hand. But I believe this was my only way to get to keep Tenpai here. Come on, Shiman. Shy is dangerous since too much of it passes, no problem. Come on. Toyman called Lichi, but it's okay. If I win, of course. Long! Tatechin Ipeko 12000. Haneman! No Itsu, unfortunately, but it's not much of a problem. I got a direct hit from first place, and a strong one at that, which makes my 8,000 point deficit turn into a 18,000 point lead. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Very nice. I am glad I wasn't muted for this one. I'm glad Schneefoot realized sooner that I was muted. Pom! Now we can go and open our hand as much as we please. Because we have two Yakuhai pairs, we just need to get Tenpai now. The Toyman called Lichi on turn 4, that's huge. It's actually real quick. Not certain what to drop here, to be honest. Out of this one, regardless of his discards. Even the Hatsu might be dangerous, so I'm not going to do such a thing. I'm going to keep pushing for now. I'm Oya after all, so it's less of a problem if I keep pushing against the Lichi during my deal turn. Iman, Sanman. Still fine, right? Yeah, it is. So what can it be? Lots of Manzu are very likely. Like this one, for example. Well, it's a 2 chance, but it doesn't really help. I have a couple of safe tiles in my hand. So I may want to fold here. Plus, my hand would not be too strong. And I feared I won't be able to get Tenpai without discarding Dangerous Eyes and Toyman got Utsumo anyway. Waiting on Kan Sanman. So Rizumu Dora Dora. Nisen Zanku 2300s. Quite a strong hand considering he had a bad weight and he was in last place. It allows him to get out of last. And it took me 4,000 points. But it's still fine. Still way ahead of everyone else, so I'm still doing fine for now. Still doing fine for now. Ishanten for Itsu even. I'm gonna keep the E pin just in case. Just in case I keep drawing pins, just in case. Plus it's safe against the Oya, so it's better to keep it. Oh, I did not type Mahjong Soul in the YouTube live stream mirror, unfortunately. Okay. It's a pinzu, but it's not a pinzu I want to keep. Upin, Chipin will be Chi, and Tenpai. Anything else will be Tsumogiri, unless someone decides to give me a dangerous vibe. Or, yeah, whatever. Ah, Upin. Chi, okay, it's not a Pon. Meaning I still have a few of them. Hatsu, however, might become dangerous now. Might have become dangerous already. I will drop it in case I get Tenpai, but I won't if I don't get Tenpai. No thanks. It's another safe tile against Shimocha, which is perfect. I mean, that's exactly what I wanted to go for. Some kind of safe TD play. I'll actually start defending now. I do not know how many Dora Kamicha has. He might have a pair and a red 5, for example, so I'm not too certain. I'm not certain I want to deal into Kamicha's hand, even though it might be just Hakunomi. Since I cannot see a single Dora, I will keep it cool for now. And I really do not need to win hands for now anyway. And he won with only one Dora, okay. Not as bad as I feared it would have been. Still 2000 points, doesn't change much to the situation. We enter Orasu with me having kept my first place, well, successfully kept my first place for now. All that is left is to actually keep it all the way till the end of the game. Toyman calls Pon on the Hatsu, sorry. Gonna drop the Haku and Chun because it will feel dangerous if I do not start dropping them. But Toyman seems to be struggling with his hand, which makes Renchan slightly unlikely. Emphasis on slightly. I don't actually think Kamicha or Shimocha are much faster, but having dropped nothing but Yaochu High plus quite rather quickly at that, not much of some hesitation hint in any of Toyman's discards, might be the sign of a slow hand, maybe. A Kanchan Chi with a Suman Giri, meaning he had a Ryankan before giving up on his shape like that. I don't think the summon will be dangerous. Okay. Oh, the Dora is safe actually against Toyman. That's interesting. But Kamicha called Chi. I'll drop the Iso now. I can still use the Papin after all. Q-man. Well, since it will be safe against Kamicha, because he's going for Taiao here, and it will be safe against Toyman, I will keep it a bit longer. Ah, he got it sumo. I was wrong. But it's only Hats Akaichi, so 1000s from each 1000. Why did I use the plural form? I have no idea sometimes. Both my pronunciation and English grammar are a disaster. I seem to be doing fine with written English, but not so much with spoken English, unfortunately. In spite of having streamed for, well, years at this point, and having used English as my, I won't say main language, but online it's been my main language for, yeah, the past 5 years maybe, 6 perhaps even. Still not good. I'm still not doing so great, unfortunately. But I believe it might be because of how I keep speaking in French the rest of the day, or in real life, and so on. Well, the enchantment for Haku Doraichi, the Dora doesn't really matter. Here we just want to end the game as soon as possible, while we still are in first place, because Toyman now is in range for Mangan Sumo. Mangan Sumo would be enough for him to get back to first. It's not that difficult to score Mangan Sumo as Oya, and this is the reason why I want to end this game as soon as possible. Now, how will that be possible? I do not know yet. I also want to make sure I do not deal into Kamicha's strong hand at the same time. Since I can see, I have yet to see a single Dora, but Kamicha dropped it also very early on, so he might have a pair or an Anko of Chiso, which will be dangerous, of course. So if Kamicha gets a Mangan Sumo, it's fine. If Toyman gets a Mangan Sumo, that's bad. So depending on how I want to go about it, I might try to push. As long as I deal into a Mangan, I'm still in second place, no matter who I deal into. However, if I deal into Toyman, the game will end. Right. Oh, that's even better. Shimocha calling Dichi might be the way to end the game. And I believe I have a couple of safe tiles here, thankfully. Oh, well, no, it could not have been that. He dropped it way before. Okay. Sha first, because it's a 100% safe tile. Papin, once again, doesn't really matter. Cupin should be safe, but it's a Shompai as well, so it's not really guaranteed to be safe. It's just likely. Okay, now I have a pair of Cupin, actually. The Dora passed, and no reaction, so I believe Kamicha doesn't have a pair of it. I hope. But Kamicha seems to have folded here, so follow his example and... Ah, okay, Tayonomi luckily. But the game goes on, and Toyman slowly but surely gets... is starting to catch up to me, now less than 10,000 points below me. Within the 10,000 points of differential, it's going to be difficult to ensure that I will keep my first place. As much as I hate to admit it. And with that kind of starting hand, it's going to be even harder. I do have 2 Dora, which means those are 2 Dora my opponents will not get to use. But it might not matter if Toyman gets a Riichi Patsumo, for example. He could turn the game around with just a Fuhane. So Rinomi might even put him in a situation where he could make a comeback. Even Riichinomi. This is why I wanted to end the game as soon as possible, but I unfortunately could not. So I will keep a couple of safe tiles against Toyman at least, so that the pain will be lessened if he wins. I will at least try to avoid a direct hit and try to keep as many points as possible. No thanks. Iso should be fine. None. Even safer than Chun, so I'm going to drop the Chun now. A bit of a hesitation here, but still dropping the Rianzo. Okay, finally using the Akauso in my hand, which means it may be time to part with the Iman pair. It is going to be dangerous against Kamicha or Shimocha, so I might as well drop it first and then keep the rest, like the Nan for example, and the Paso, especially the Paso. I don't want to drop it at all since it's the Dora, and I don't want to give anyone a comeback chance with the Dora pawn, for example. It could still be Kamicha's game if he gets Hanetsumo or a direct forehand hit from me. And it may very well still happen. So gotta be careful. Rosso is... okay, no one called. Diampin. Still going to make it difficult to drop anything here. I'm gonna start with the Chiman, then the Paman, then maybe Pon, Chi, and keep the Paso as a tanky weight if I cannot use it at all. Yeah, of course Kamicha had to drop it. I hope he has a good reason to drop it. I fear he hasn't. Now, of course, I have to fold. And now Toyman has a comeback hand. No matter how he wins, he will get back to first. A whole world of trouble here. I mean, then again, and I hate to admit it, but then again, second place is not too bad. I have no other way around. Supin would have been safe here. But Toyman seems to be discarding middle tiles from his hand. Unless it's Karagiri, I have zero idea what he's going for. Yeah, but Kamicha, seriously, why did he have to drop the Dora so late in the game? Pawn from Kamicha maybe. Oh, yes! No Rinchan. Heinemann Rinchan would be bad. But I don't think he has it. Yep, he does not. And Ryukoku with Toyman Tenpai, unfortunately. But Shimocha Tenpai as well, thus mitigating his earnings by a little bit. And he had 4 Dora. Waiting on Chiso. Okay. So he's still getting back into the game, slowly but surely, plus 3,000 points. I mean, he reduced the point differential between me and him by 3,000 points now, which means we're only 6,700 points apart, which is not a lot anymore. And now I am likely to fall down to second, but I have a good hand, and I'm already E-Shanten. Pinfu Dora Dora. Of course, the Dora do not matter anymore. I just want to take the Tenpai and end the game. I'm going to keep the Kanshan because it opens an additional door for me, which is the Ryanman. And the Penchan would not have helped here because it was already covered by the Ryanman. We could go for an open E2 as well because it would allow me to like improve or just guarantee myself a Hyaku with a flexible shape. With that said, I'm still missing the Rosso here to go for E2. I only have, okay, I have 2 safe tiles against Toyman. Here's hoping it will be good enough. Okay, pawn from Toyman, now he's on the attack. Still E-Shanten myself. Okay, got the guaranteed E2. Okay. I just need to chi once, get Tenpai, and we're good to go. Of course, I could draw it myself. I could draw the pair myself, which would be even better, to be honest. Even, I mean, especially around the Manzu to keep the Ryamen weight. Oh, I would have drawn the pair with that. It was the least likely way to go. But yes, Kamicha won. Pinfu no Mi 1000 becomes 1900, and I keep my first place in spite of having dealt in, which means we start the session with the first place. And this is huge. 143 first place, all the way up to 2189. It's been quite a few months since the last time I went as high as a Saint player, which is quite ridiculous when you think about it, because I've promoted to Saint 1 5 times now, and the maximum amount of points I've managed to get up to was just 23 or 2400s between the two. I think somewhere around there, like 2370 perhaps. And I have never ever been able to go any higher, so this is as close as I'm getting for now. Still only one defeat away from demoting down to not demoting, sorry, but falling below the 2000 points. Just one defeat, so I need to grab a couple more points to sort of create a safety cushion. Facing yet another trio of Saint 1s, myself being a Saint 1. And we start with Dora Dora, with one of the Dora being the E pin that is going to be difficult to utilize. But for now we can still keep it and wait and see what will happen, or what we will be able to do with that. Our shape is not that bad. We do have a Ryamen weight, a pair. Okay, that's even better now. We can drop the Ton first because it would be dangerous against the Oya. Next we're going to keep the Chun. The Chun is worth the same for everyone. It's 1 Han all the time, so it's better to keep it and to drop more expensive Yakuhai first, unless you're the one for who the Yakuhai is more expensive, of course. I'm going to go with that in spite of not having a single safe tile to drop afterwards, but I have a good shape and now I have a safe tile. But what should I do? That is a big question. I could go with that, maybe. I actually do not know. I'll Smogiri for now. So they're going to wonder why I struggled for 15 minutes, or even, yeah, 15 minutes to 15 seconds, sorry, before dropping the very talent I dropped like just 2 seconds earlier. But still, Shimocha has a weird discard. I'm going to drop the. Gonna drop this. Yes, I'm going to drop this now before it becomes too dangerous. Shimocha follows my example. Come on, Sunman. No. Diamman, Uman would be fine, but Upapin would leave me with a bad Tenpai. So in this case, I'm going to drop the Iman, remain Dama, and wait for Manzu to improve my weight and even get Pinfu with that. But Sunman would be the one to give me a Pinfu instantly. But that's my only chance to get Pinfu now. Ton should sub fine, yes. Won't be able to make calls here. Okay, let me think. I'm going to go with that. It's by far the well, it's basically the only tile to discard here. Anything else would hinder my efficiency one way or another. Here I have a guaranteed 2-sided weight at the end of the day if I get Tenpai. However, a few of them will not yield Pinfu. For example, the 2, 5, and 8 will just be a nice Uppapi and Diamond weight with the Ichidora, but no Pinfu, unfortunately. So still hoping for Saburoman. Ton, wow, a full Ton Anko in my discards. It's a bit of a shame, but still. as I feared, but I'm going to go for the Ichi here, I believe. This one might be safest. Both are safe actually, because of my the very same Uman can I hold. Oh, too bad. Oh, long. Still. Riichi, Akaichi, Ura, Ichi. Whoa. I did not actually expect to yield one Ura with such a shape, but still. Managed to improve my hand from 26 to 5200, so pretty nice first blood. What do we have here? Nice, Dabuton Toizu. Really nice. Gonna drop the Q-Man right away. We have a full run, wait, 2 full runs, a pair of Dabuton, 1 Dora 2, and a fair amount of middle tiles. So it's going to be, hopefully, an easy hand. Gotta drop the Chun now, actually. I don't really need it anymore. Boom! Ishanten now. Sanzo would be... Okay, that's even better. Now we have 2 Dora, which means if we get Tenpai, that's Pinpin Loku. Pinpin Loku being 11,600 points. And it would be best to get Tenpai with the Lianzo or Iso. Sanzo would be fine. Not great, but fine. So come on. Okay, that's the worst possible way. I mean, one of the worst possible ways. But it's still okay. It's still a Pinpin Loku Tenpai. It does not remove a single point of worth from this hand. I'll even call Pon here to just take the Tanki weight, which will be easier to switch and dance around. Plus, I'm waiting on a terminal tile, which is likelier to come out than a Sanzo. Only 2 of them left, however. So yeah, it's still not guaranteed to come out, but still. Come on, Iso. Shiro will be Pon probably. Not even, wow. Perhaps someone has an Anko of Shiro, I don't know. Can't read such things. Most of the time it's just some random lag that Mahjong Soul adds to like to mess things up, so to say. Okay, I would have gotten Sumo with the Rianzo, unfortunately. Went for the wrong Tanki, but it might be helpful to lure the Iso out, so we're still happy with that. Slightly. Kyuso should be fine. It's still better to keep the Iso here, in my opinion. Oh, I was wrong. Maybe yet again. Come on. I have a strong hand. Please give me the win. Iso. Safe against Toyman. For some reason, Shimocha and Kamecha do not feel so much like a menace yet. But both seem to be struggling with their hands. So that's probably why. Ah, Toyman? No, not even. Shimocha maybe? Not even. Oh, I would have gotten Sumo with that too. Holy shit. Well, I was wrong. Oh, Pon might lure the Iso out? Not even. Wow. Hatsu is 100% safe. But Sanzo Pon might still lure the Iso out. Long! Dabuton Dora ni Pinpin Loku. Yes, just as I thought it would happen. Alright, we have a huge lead now. We just need to keep it, and we have a good hand. A good starting hand once again. A nice Dianmen, Nobetan, Dianmen, Kanchan, but we have a chance to go for 2-3-4 Sanchoku, or we have a decent chance to go for Pinfu. And we have 1 Dora on top of that. I'll start calling tiles as soon as Kamicha drops like tiles that will complete Kanchan weights. I also have a chance to go for Itsu even. In fact, I will give up on the Sanshoku and go for keep my only pair here. I can still turn this hand into either Taio with like normal Taio if I keep drawing good middle tiles, or I could go all the way to Itsu if I am lucky enough to draw the E-man and Su-man. I probably won't go so far as to go for an open Itsu because it will not be guaranteed, which is the downside of diamond weights. You aren't guaranteed to have your Yaku in such cases, unfortunately. We have a Ryankan here. It's good, but it's not good, so I'm going to drop it. It's like, it's good, but it's not as good as the rest of my hand, so I'm going to drop it now. And well, anyway, I intended on dropping this group at some point anyway, so I'm going to remain with this idea. Gonna wait until a useful tile comes at some point. I was wrong yet again. I keep calling the wrong moves and tiles, just like the previous round. But it's okay. It's still okay. Yikes, would have gotten another full 5-6-7 run and an E-Shanten for a 5-6-7 Sanshoku too. Well, we still have a decent hand, so I'm not too mad. I'm still only 2 tiles away from Tenpai with lots of possibilities. Hatsu isn't really safe, to be honest. I'm going to drop it now. Toyman especially was mighty scary with like Jihai and Pinzu. So getting rid of it first is the best idea. Still, Kamicha called Dichi, which means my Suso becomes basically one chance. Double one chance, actually. Actually made use of that. Holy shit. Did not actually expect to do it like this, but we're going to drop the summon here. Gonna wait for Suchiman or Upapin to show up. Only 2 Suman, 2 Chiman left. Chun is 100% safe. I believe the Ryaman should be safe even against Kamicha, but it's not guaranteed yet. Ah, too bad. I would have gotten the Itsu Tenpai, maybe. Ah, Kamicha? Yep, that's what I feared, and it's a strong hand too. It's Dichi Dora Dora Ura Ura. So that's Mangal. Well, it's a strong hand, but it does put me down to second place, but it's still fine. We still have lots of points, and it was a good Suji trap, so I guess I should have folded like entirely in the first place. Wasn't certain that Kamicha was ready to go for such hands. Now I know he's ready to go for such hands. Fuck around and find out, as they say. Okay, still already E-Shanten. We have a middle tile. It is going to be difficult to use, but we are E-Shanten for Chanta actually, also. Could have been E-Shanten for Chanta Sanshoku as well, but Sanzo was going to be difficult to utilize too, or to draw, or whatever. So we're still happy with that. Chi! We'll take the Chanta no Mi Tenpai, that's fine. Hatsu might come out soon, and it's... well, I mean, it's enough to get back to first. Even if it's not going to give us a tremendous lead, of course. Kamicha not having dropped a single loan. Well, never mind. I was about to say that he dropped nothing but middle tiles, but I ended up winning with Chanta no Mi, so it's perfect. Sends Sampyaku 1300 points, back to first with a 500 point lead. But now we have the edge and we can actually end the game by finishing off Shimocha if we can. Or if Toyman finishes off Shimocha, it might be also our ticket to the end of the game or to victory. like with a missed Mangan, for example. Like if he goes for forehand hand, but is missing one hand, so he waits or hopes for Uradora to like to come, and he ends up missing. He will hit Shimocha with a 7,700 point hand, which will be enough to bust him out, but will not be enough to bring Toyman back up to first place. This is just one of the possibilities with such a situation, and why it's important to not neglect a single point of lead, in my opinion. Okay, we are Ishanten for Chitoi, but also Sanshanten for Honitsu or Toi Toi. Skipping the first one, but I'm going to call the second one, I think. Although I'm not too certain what to do after that. Hatsu, okay. Still skipping this one. Ah, may be able to go for Honitsu after all, even without E-pin. I can just pawn, drop the E-pin, wait on the Dian pin, and we should still be fine. Back to Chitoi Ishanten, this time for Tatehon as well. Tatehon Chitoi will be Mangan, Haneman with a Tsumo. I am obviously not going to call Lychee here, but it might be enough to knock Shimocha out, which is a great thing.
Oh.
Shimocha might be holding on to a lot of pins as well, so I may be careful here. Oh, loan from Shimocha? Not even, wow, okay. Could I have done something better in this round, because I'm just watching like the live feedback, and it was a moment where I dealt into Kamicha's Mangan, which pretty much turned the game around at this point, and not in my favor, of course. Ton. So Ton was safe, in spite of having been dropped just once in the first turn and not having shown up even once after that. Shimocha seems to be struggling too, but he drops G-High from his hands. It might be a sign of folding or of advancement, but I doubt that he's advancing his hand here. I hope he's not. Champon? No, not even. Perhaps he had an Anko of Lian Pin and passed on to the... Yeah, I think he's folded for good this time. Can I get a last draw Tenpai maybe? Oh, I did actually. Holy shit. Gotta drop the Q pin. It passes. Chun Hote maybe? I doubt it will happen, but who knows? Nope, of course not. Still, Hitori Tenpai plus 3,000 points, which does help to create some kind of lead now. Okay, not a good starting hand, however. 1, 2, 3. I want to get rid of this one. It looks like the only way for me to get tempai with this hand would be to go for Chitoi right away. Too many pairs and Penchan Kanchan. It's going to take a while to clean everything up. So we might as well just go for Chitoi right away. So let me think here. Is there any way that I can improve my hand? Because I have yet to draw a single pair. I mean, one of them is in my discards, of course, but apart from that, Toyman called Lychee. So now would be the time to fold. Can I actually fold? Well, this is safe first. No, he pats Tsumo from Toyman. Lupin would be safe against Toyman too. Still gonna Tsumogiri here. Shimocha called Lychee, drop the Chun, and with the Chun, Kamicha might call Pon, or Shimocha will Long, maybe? Nope, nothing at all, okay. Yeah, naturally this happened. I'm in a bit of trouble now. I'm gonna drop the P actually. It was unlikely to fall for both hands at the same time with the P. However, with the Chipin, I'm not certain. They might be going for Suji traps here. I still do not see enough. I don't know. This one? It was safe against Shimocha, but not against Toyman. Sha should be fine. Okay. Oh, Shimocha got a Tsumo, which is great, actually. It increases my lead over Kamicha, and it gives me... well, it prevents Toyman from making some sort of comeback. However, now Shimocha is not on the verge of death anymore. Still within one Pinpi look away from dying, but it's going to be difficult with this kind of high pie. Makes me want to consider going for Kokushinso right away. Like, kind of trying to defend, so dropping middle tiles first, keeping terminal tiles and honors for later on. 8 different types, so it's still... it wasn't a Kyushu-Kyuiable starting hand, unfortunately. Which would have been quite helpful, to be honest. But I am Suishanten for Ton now, so maybe I can go for that. Still gonna drop it now. Better now than later, I guess. No thanks. No thanks. My lead is not enough to go for such things, but I don't really know what I can do with that hand. For now, my draws weren't that great, but would have allowed me to go for a few calls, maybe. I don't know. Naturally. But he seems to have a weak hand. Or else he would have kept the Hatsu much longer. And wouldn't have backfired there. Ah. Kokushi seems to be dead now. Not like I was actually hoping to win Kokushimuso, of course, but you know. I mean, you never know when you are going to complete Kokushimuso, actually, so it might still happen anytime. Especially when you least expect it. I just feel so tired. I mean, I thought I had endured this morning shift quite well up until now, but I'm starting to feel the sort of sleep deprivation. Oh, Ipatsu. Riichi Ipatsu Pifu Dora Ura. And it's not enough to knock Shimocha out. He's still alive with 900 points. And Toyman is still far from first place. So I could knock Shimocha out with a weak 2-hand sumo. I mean, anyone would. But I don't know if Shimocha and Kamicha are going to go for the first or will settle with a second place. Once again, my starting hand does not allow me to go for so much as a winnable hand. Maybe able to go for Chanta. Chanta would be enough to go for the win, actually. I mean, anything basically would be enough, but for Tsumo. Dianshanten. I'll drop this one first. Wait, did I say Dianshanten? I was in Sanshanten. Now I am in Dianshanten. Sorry. Sorry about that. As I feared, my focus is not optimal. Ishanten now, even. Whoa. Okay. Well, I won't have anything like a Chanta or Junchan or whatever. And not even a hint of a hand I can call tiles with. Which is a bit unfortunate, but still. Ishanten is Ishanten. I am probably not ready to go for Dichi here because it would commit and might put my lead, my first place, at risk. So I'm gently going to wait for my winning tiles to come. I don't have 2 tiles to get Tenpai, and after that 1 tile to win, actually. Okay, might be good enough to go for... Wait, I can't go for Junchan now, actually. If I cheat the E-pin and the Dianman... There's 2 E-pin left and... Wait, no, there is no Dianman left. What am I saying? Didn't even notice, holy shit. My focus is completely dead now, but I can still keep the Ryankan, so it's fine. I can go for a 3-4-5 Sanchoku, actually. Another Chi. Or I mean, another call from Toyman Shimo-chan. Wow, holy crap! 4, 5, 8, 7. So he may be waiting on 3 and 6, but he can't win on that. Don't know how many Dora he has, but it might be a lot. Gonna keep going with the terminal tiles, I guess. It's funny how at first I wanted to go for Junchan or Chanta, and only a few turns after my hand has turned into like the closest I could be Tanyo now, I think, or Pinfu perhaps. However, Toyman has called Dichi and Kamicha dealt in straight up. Dichi, Pats, and Doraichi. So 5200s. Still not enough to bring Toyman up to first, but Shimocha's title turn is over now, and we enter Orasu with me still in the lead, with a mere 1600 points over Toyman, who is going to be the Oya for the last round. So Tsumo would be beneficial to me unless Kamicha has a strong enough hand. But the Mangan Sumo would not be enough, and Shimocha won't be able to call Dichi. So as long as Toyman or myself do not call Dichi, a Mangan Sumo will not be enough for Kamicha. Or obviously, of course, if we and in Ryukoku, and my lead is somehow reduced a little bit. Gonna clear the pension right now. I have lots of middle tiles, so it might be best to keep them for now. Toyman called Chi. Another Chi. Of course, Shimocha has nothing to go for other than Kokushimso or such kind of hands, which is going to be troublesome. I do not believe I will be faster than him. Well, the answer then for Chitoi, but it's not going to be great. I don't really know. I wanted to call tiles here, but it doesn't seem to be possible. I mean, I skipped a good amount of tiles already. Well, 2 of them actually, but... Okay, no need for the ton. Okay, I am now 3 calls away from Tenpai. So I can pon, and loan. Okay, 2 calls away from Tenpai. I won't deal in with that, okay. Chi, pon, loan, something like that. Quick. Hatsu. Not safe at all. Okay, Ishanten still not certain about the Hatsu. It might be anyone's winning tile. But I'm Ishanten, so I'm going to go for it. It's not as if I were risking... I mean, if I deal into Kamichi, I'm going to risk falling down to third. Obviously, but... Bon! I'll go for it. It passed, no problem. Come on, low popping. Cupin so close, but not quite. Cupin once again. Tadashi, so he wasn't Tenpai? Long. Tanyao Akaichi 2000点 Owatta. Yes! 2 consecutive wins in a row. So plus 149, I think. And we are up to 2338. Holy shit. What an incredible start. Might be the best start of any session I've done in Throne Room so far. I've always had rocky starts. And now I got 2 consecutive first places, which makes it very great. I have nothing but top 2 places now, top 2 games. Only one left before I can clean the entire history. And I'm now more than 1 defeat away from falling down to the, I mean, out of top 100 and below the 2000 point mark. Unless, of course, I deal into a triple Yakuman or something like that, but I should be safe. This isn't the kind of things that will happen in Throne Room every day, at least. Are we still waiting for one more? Looks like it. Be right back. It would seem that 2 games have ended in the meantime, since it dropped from 125 to 117. So still quite a lot of people for now. Hopefully it's going to be a different story as soon as we hit like 6 or 7 p.m. or even before, perhaps. It's well into 4:30 p.m. now already. Okay, finally it begins. Okay, we have a decent starting hand. Maybe able to go for a 1, 2, 3 Sanchoku or something like that. Gonna drop this one first, actually. We have another middle tile that is Odora. We have the Suso. We have many things to go for. No thanks, of course. Gonna drop it now, actually. Okay, now that's much better. In fact, I'm actually already re-enchanting for, what could it be? Chanta Sanshoku Doraichi or Chanta Sha Doraichi. So I mean call Pon. I will call Pon too. I have my guaranteed Yaku. I probably won't have Sanshoku anymore, but it doesn't really matter. Chanta Yaku Doraichi would be good enough here, to be honest. If I could just chi on the Sanzo, that would be perfect. Plus, it does look like I'm going for Pinzu Honitsu, so perhaps the chi on the Q-pin would be even better, in fact. One Q-pin left, however, it's not going to be great. I mean, it's not going to be as great if I can't have Chanta with that. No. Sumogiri. No thanks. Wow, finally Tenpai, but will it pass? It did pass. Okay. Sanzo is safe against Toyman, and I still have yet to drop a lot of Pinzu, so maybe, just maybe we can win this one easily. Not going to be as strong as I thought it would have been, but still, okay, never mind. Tayao Doradora, so, ooh, plus it's a very nice local Yaku, which is like a weaker version of Sanshoku Doko, where you don't have 3 sets of the same value, but rather 2 sets in 1 pair, just like he had with the 8s. Okay, what do we have here? Gonna drop this one. Of course, this kind of Yaku doesn't... I mean, is very seldom used. This pair is dead already. Holy shit. Well, we can still go for... Chito is a bit far, but we can still use it for as a safe tile, maybe. But I'm not going to open my hand just yet. I'm going to wait until I can make use of this. Red 5. And this is going to be great. I'll drop it now actually, because it will improve my shape a little bit, but I don't think I will keep it for too long. Okay, this is what we wanted to go for. Gonna drop the Sanzo Rianzo now. We can call Chi Pon. Nah, not now, please. Shimocha-san. Ha. Alright. Well, this is safe. This is extremely dangerous because it's the Urasuji. Basically, the Urasuji is tiles that are near someone's Dichi tile, or whatever tile, that aren't safe at all. But I do not have much better here, to be honest. I'm going to have to drop it. This one first. It worked, but I fear this one might not work. Shanten. Shanten, but with what kind of hand? What could I go for here? I'll drop this pair, maybe. Yes, it worked. Still Shanten. So he said that discarding the huts in the last was very risky. Was it really? I mean, yes, it was. Can't call Khan here, unfortunately. Okay, Shimocha won in the end. The Chinomi with 1 Ura becomes 2600s. It was the last Liaman on top of that, so it's a bit of a shame that he still managed to win in spite of that. And I had a good hand too. I had Tanyo Dora-san. This isn't a happy shape, or a shape I'm happy with, rather. Wow, what can I do? Gonna start by dropping one of my terminal pairs, E-mount first. Doesn't really matter which one I drop first. I might even drop both at some point anyway. Does not help me much here, unfortunately. Oh, alright. I ended up picking the right choice. Could have been Sushan for Shuren Poto. It's stupid to, like... It's stupid to linger too long on that, but still funny to think about. Wow, Saint-Chantin would have been. However, this tally is actually quite difficult to drop. I'm not too sure what to do here, actually. I'm gonna drop the Roman for now. It's not much safer, but at least it's not the Dora, so it's not going to give an additional hunt to anyone. Okay. I can still go for this, I think. It's actually better. Now if I draw the Uman or Chiman, I will have a huge weight. I mean, not huge, but quite interesting at least. Yeah, huge is a bit of an overstatement, of course, but... Shimocha Lichi, however. Will I be able to get Tenpai safely? Well, would have been... Ishanten for Churen Poto. Okay, I see. This is how it is. Things would have been quite different still, but Would have been Ishanten for Churen Poto here. Low pin is safe, thankfully. Doesn't make the Papin safe at all, and Shimocha got a Tsumo anyway, which is Dizumo Pinfu no Ura. So 700, 1300s. Not a huge hand. We did miss a huge hand ourselves, but we would not have been able to win, I think. So not much to regret here. I feel much better like this. After failing to constitute this Churen Ishanten, not being able to see my Churen Ishanten fail, because I would have been much more troubled in such a case. Okay, but we're Ishanten for a nice Dora Dora hand with 2 double weights, so Isupin Do Chiman here. If we draw the Do Man, we will end up with Pinfu on top of that. But if we draw the Chi, I mean, whichever tile we draw, we will end up with a double-sided weight, so it's perfect. It's more than enough to go for Dichi as Oya. I'm even going to improve my tile efficiency with the Nobetan, so we have 3-sided weight, one in each suit, actually. Oh, we have a 3-sided weight now. So 3, 4, 6, 1, 4, and 1, 4 over here. Of course, whichever I get Tenpai with, I will call Dichi right away. And I wish it will be sooner rather than later. Only 1 E-pin left, however. Shimocha having called twice, 2 Yakuhai on top of that. Makes it a little risk. Ah, he got Tenpai, he got Sumo before me. He didn't even have a good hand. Well, it's a bit of a shame, but well, yeah, it's a shame. What can I say? What should we go for? Gonna drop the Cuman first. Shimocha called Lichi already. I have a couple of save tiles, of course, but I don't really want to fold. At the same time, I do not believe I will be able to win before Shimocha because I'm much too far from Tenpai. Well, I could call Chi drop the Lianpin, which is Suji, then wait for the Hatsu to show up and take the Tenpai like this, maybe? Perfect. Oh, I got it myself. Okay, Tenpai. Isuman Uso. 3-sided weight. Oh, Takametsumo would be Sanko. Bianman or Uso. We give up on the 3-sided weight for Shampoo, and we give up on the win of that. It's actually not even safe. It's Suman. Not even. Okay. All right. All good for now. If we get Sumo, that's Mangan. That's huge. Oh, Lone. Okay. Never mind. Doesn't really change anything. Hats Akaichi 2600s. I grab Shimocha's Debo and we prevent him from beginning an enchant here. So that's huge. Nice. The Shiro, which is the dollar, would be safe too, which means I could drop it soon. It would make the whole round a lot less riskier. A lot less risky, sorry. I think we'll drop it now. It sort of became a safe tile now that Shimocha dropped the second one. But it wasn't a 100% safe tile either, so yeah. It's a bit troublesome that Kamicha called Lich like that. I'll drop the E-pin first.
Vous m'entendez ou pas?
Ouais, je t'entends, je suis juste en stream.
Ah la pute!
Ah bah ouais. Merci du gros mot.
Ouais,
Après t'es pas obligé hein.
Non mais je comprends que je veux pas de...
Allez, il fait sa petite victime. Victime!
Victime!
Victime! Victime! D'ailleurs, en parlant de victime, regarde mes points. Je sais pas si tu vois. Tu vois le stream là?
Oh ouais, je regarde à moitié.
Regarde ça.
Oh là là!
C'est pas magnifique.
Win, dis donc.
Ah, je chain win à 100%. Par contre, là, faut que je fasse attention. Il reste encore 1, 3 de cercle. J'aurai une quintuple latente avec ça, mais je serai fileté dans tous les cas. Donc, on va acheter sac et safe. On va pas prendre de risque pour l'instant, ça sert à rien. Il reste encore la moitié de la partie, on est tous très serrés. 27 100 pour le premier, 22 700 pour le dernier. Et en plus, il a fait Richie, donc il sera à 23 700 normalement. Oh, on le garde, c'est parfait. Ça me dit toujours pas ce que je vais jeter après, mais. Et ça me sortira toujours pas du Furitel en fait. Ah! Ah, mais le 4-7 c'est dangereux. De bambou. Donc on va acheter le 2 en fait, qui est devenu safe normalement. Ouais. Là c'est bien. Go Hanchan Aiming. Ah! Allez! Oh! Bien sûr! Mais non merci. Oh, Lichinya. Come on. I have 5-sided weight. Should I call Lichi? I think I should. Leech! It's 30-10, but I have a 5-sided weight. Saburo Kyuso Chiso. 36947. I have a high chance to get Ipatsumo actually. Or maybe not. But I didn't deal in, so it's fine. Dichi Aka, that's just 2600. Not a very powerful hand. I wouldn't have had any Uradora either. Not much to regret here. Okay, this. Par contre, je crois qu'Adrien est parti, ouais. Je sais pas où est-ce qu'il est parti, mais.
Parti travailler.
Oh, quand tu travailles.
LOL.
Oh, il travaille.
Je l'entends moi. Hein.
Ah,
Ah,
il est là, il est là, il est là. Je pensais que t'étais parti travailler sur ton 9ème ocre.
Non, j'en ai que 6.
Ah, pardon, ton 7ème ocre alors.
Donc moi 7 archers d'ailleurs.
Ouais.
Et plus de boss. C'est pour bientôt.
Nice.
Ce week-end en fait.
Ah, c'est moi qui l'ai. Oh. « 92 degrés, putain. Je crois que mon ordi est en train de fumer un peu là. Il y a de la fumée qui sort de l'ordi. À combien de degrés ça fout un processeur?
29.
Acheter ça.
Degrés c'est à fond.
Ouais,
100 degrés, un truc comme ça.
putain, je suis pas loin en vrai. Hein.
Combien là?
92.
C'est pour ça que tu bugs. Hein.
Mais je crois que c'est 100% pour ça. Hein.
Bon, moi mon PC il me prévenait quand il y avait trop.
Bah, moi non. Mais ça c'est... Toi t'as acheté un PC tout fait ou tu l'as monté toi?
Bouffé.
Ouais, c'est pour ça. Et ils ont des bloatware qui en gros, c'est des logiciels qui sont créés par les fabricants, style Asus, mes couilles,
Ouais.
Lenovo, j'en sais rien. Et du coup, bah, avec ça, heureusement, ils ont des trucs utiles genre ça. Mais sinon, tu l'as pas quoi. Il faut le faire toi-même avec les moyens du bord quoi. Ou alors le
Oui, faut que je
télécharger.
m'achète une nouvelle carte graphique. Je vais investir dans une carte graphique.
Il faudrait que je m'achète un vrai système de refroidissement, mais putain, j'ai la flemme. J'ai pas l'argent de toute façon, donc ça sert à rien.
Le truc c'est que je pense qu'installer une carte graphique c'est plus compliqué qu'installer un SSD quoi.
C'est
Autant
rien
SSD
installer
j'ai
une
pas
carte
galéré,
graphique.
autant carte graphique il y a moyen que je galère. Jamais
Bah
fait.
non, c'est rien du tout. Vraiment, monter un ordi, si tu as jamais fait de toi-même, monter un ordi c'est simple comme bonjour. Ça te prend à peine une journée. Et encore, ça a pris une journée parce que je savais pas le faire. Mais ça a pris une journée. Surtout, en fait, le plus long c'était de trouver le. De faire fonctionner le putain de BIOS en fait. Mais ça, t'as pas besoin du coup. C'est juste la carte graphique, c'est rien. Par contre, si tu changes un ordi tout fait, là c'est pas la même histoire.
Oui, je parle d'un ordi tout fait. Mais après j'ai dû changer le disque dur de l'ordi tout fait.
Ça c'est rien, ça c'est plus simple. Mais pour... Oh putain, Dora 5. Oh, c'est quoi cette forme d'enculé? En plus, il y avait une... Ah ouais, mais elle est unique en plus. Une tente de merde. Il a choisi la bonne attente, il a eu de la chance. Il avait 3, 5, 7, il a jeté le 7 et tombé sur 4. Enfin bon.
Je me rappelle plus si j'avais rajouté de la RAM ou pas. Faut que tu vérifies ça aussi.
Oh.
Le Richie, j'ai entendu.
Ouais. Durant mon tour à l'est, yes, on apprécie. Yes. Yes.
Ika,
Il passe ici où?
Non.
pas
Daburitsumo Tanpin Ipeko.
Elle m'a donné.
Allez, 3000, 6000, Sanzen Oxen.
Elle m'a donné.
Oh la main. Mais je suis sûr qu'il était. Je me demande s'il était pas.
Je vais regarder justement.
Ça m'étonnerait qu'il soit Tempai avant, mais. Il devait être Ishanten avec une main, une très belle forme et il a réussi à piocher la meilleure ou un truc comme ça, je sais pas.
Je sais pas, il a jeté un 6. Non, il a jeté un 5.
7 de caractère.
7. C'est
Bon.
ça qu'il a jeté après.
Va falloir défendre la troisième là maintenant. C'est la dernière donne. On a 1200 d'avance. Je sais pas comment je vais faire. J'ai une main dégueulasse. Ça risque d'être compliqué.
Mais tu joues toi Claude aussi?
Ah. Faut que l'un des deux gagne à tout prix. Chi. Ça m'aide à peine. Je suis encore 5 Shanten alors qu'on est tour 8. Chi.
Le mec qui a gagné avec 5 Dora avant, il a int.
Comment ça?
Il avait 2, 3, 4, 5. En fait, il avait une main toute, il pouvait gagner largement avant et il a cassé en plein milieu de sa main. Il a forcé sa main de fou en fait. Il a jeté.
Faudrait que je vois ça. Faudrait que je vois ça, mais. Putain.
Les tuiles pour se mettre en attente en fait. Hein, parce qu'il a cassé un tempai.
Ok. Passe tempai ou pas? Après j'ai plus de safe. Bon. Attention, tu les safe chez le Toyman, donc ça passe. C'est 4-7, allez. Non, le 8. 6. Ah. Oh, cheat, Kamichi. Allez, 4-7, c'est safe. Non, le 2, ça passe pas. Merde. J'ai fait de la merde. Putain, j'aurais dû jeter le 6. Ah, fait chier. Putain, j'ai merdé. Ah. Je savais que j'aurais pas dû push. Ah, c'est trop risqué, mais j'attendais sur les tuiles qui mettaient pas tempai, putain. Enfin, qui étaient safe chez lui. J'ai fait combien là? J'ai fait 2096, 2338, donc j'ai fait moins 242. Ah. Et ma Nola Strike qui finit avant la 10ème partie. Bon. Toujours au-dessus de 2000, mais bon. Je perds l'avance que j'avais constituée, quoi. Dommage. Putain, mais quelle partie de merde aussi, sans déconner. Le mec qui fait double Richie de sumo durant mon tour à l'est, l'autre qui fait de sumo Dora 5. Ah.
Double Richie, Tsumo tout seul, Pandora.
Alors, double Richie avec une main d'enculé, il avait Mentan Pin Ipeko déjà, double Richie de sumo évidemment.
3,
Oh
4, 5,
voilà, on va remonter avec ça.
8.
C'est parti.
Non, il était pas en.
Il était Ishanten quoi.
Attends, je réfléchis. Non, il y a aucun monde.
C'est passé ça, yes. Allez, Enchanten pour Honitsu, Yaku Yaku. Bon. So we want to seek redemption here. Come on, Isuso. Bianzo is fine, I can still call pawn. Even if I don't want to... I mean, doesn't really matter at this point. Passo might be okay too, but we will have a bad weight. Oh, this is perfect. Chi and Diamen waiting on Passo with a guaranteed Oyaman. Okay, now come to me. Long 12000 Yaku Yaku Honitsu Mangan. Okay, we will grab our rank points back, that's for sure. How did Kamicha dare discard such tiles? What the hell? Yeah, that's really curious. But I guess pushing against dangerous hands is part of the reason why they're in Celestial and not me. Which is really weird actually, but yeah, maybe. Maybe there is something to that, I don't know. Okay, Dora Dora, 4 pairs. The Enchanted for Chitoi Dora Dora or Enchanted for Hatsu Dora Dora or Dora-san. But I don't really know about having that many middle tiles and pairs at that. Calling pawn middle tiles is much more difficult than on terminal tiles, so I don't really know. Drop the Shiro right now before... Okay, it was already dangerous, kind of. Ah, okay, the Supin might be too dangerous already. Ha! I don't want to risk dealing to Kamicha's hand. Ha. I think I'll go for it. Still, it passed. Okay, Ippei Dora Dora. Waiting for Chi-man. Which should feel safe against Kamicha and Toyman. Oh, of course, but this is safe now. Okay. Uman. Getting closer, but not quite. Not there yet. No, still not it. Okay. Not waiting on Hatsu anymore. Long! Ipeko Dora Dora! 7000いくの一本馬は8000。
ドラ2
8,000 points. Okay, Dora Dora High Pie once more with lots of middle tiles. A fair amount of consecutive tiles as well. What the hell? Okay, that's really weird. I think I'll just rewrite my tweets because it went really wrong at some point. Like some letters going left and right where they weren't supposed to be. Calling pawn would not bring me any closer to Tenpai, so I'm not going to call pawn here. Too fine. Why did it right like this? Okay, it's been rewritten. Still fine. Not much use for this one. Okay, Ishanten we are. Two calls from Shimocha going for 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There was a song like this, right? Sabroso or Doman would put me to Tenpai. I might Shion the Suman too. Oh, why did he drop this? Did he do that on purpose? Or maybe he just wanted to push his own hand. Could be explained by a lot of Dora, but I don't know. Really don't know. So Chanta Sanshoku as expected. Okay, that's actually a good starting hand. Have Dianmen, 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 Kanchan. No pair yet. Okay, it could be used as a pair like this, with 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, dropping the 3, but we're going to keep all of those tiles for now. Well, it's a Dian count, so I would be stupid not to keep it. Plus it's 1 red 5. Ah. And what a quick Dichi. Gonna fold right away. It's my only safe tile, but I don't think I want to take as much as a tiny little risk against Kamicha now that I am in first place, and that I added my no last trick with a last place, unfortunately. I want to keep my points for now. Kamicha got a Tsumo, and it's going to be Lichi, Tsumo, Dora-san, and Noura, thankfully. Waiting on Lokupin. What a good hand. Holy shit. Could almost have aimed for Sanchoku, but I completely understand his Lichi. It was already strong enough. Okay, finally. Ishanten for hopefully Pinfu Doraichi. Shimocha called Pon. Sumogiri here. Should still be fine. Oh. Crap. I did not actually expect that. Okay. 1500 points, not a lot, but need to be careful not to give Toyman too much of an edge here. Still only at East 3. Shimocha called Pon. Okay. Alright, we could be on our way to try and get, I don't know, maybe Sanchoku? Smogiri. Ankon, and followed by Dichi. Well, I can Chi for now, drop the Pei Toitsu. I can still go for the Sanzo, which should be difficult to use. So if my opponents have like a 2-3 shape, they will drop the Sanzo and Dianzo at some point, I believe. But only if I end up having to like, if I can play it safe at the same time. Else I'm not going to too happy with that. Ottoman dropped a Sumpin, which is perfect for me. Kamicha dropped it as well. I'm going to drop it now as well. I have a Nan which isn't safe. Oh, Toyman got it sumo in the end. Taiyo Nomi, no wait, Sanshoku too. Taiyo Sanshoku 1000 becomes 1100 each. With Kamicha's Kan followed by Lychee getting cancelled, which is a relief, sort of. But the game is still stuck at East 3. It was stuck at East 1 for quite some time, now it's stuck at East 3. Which will make it quite a long game, I fear. Truly a shame. I was just one game away from filling my entire profile with nothing but first and second places. A shame, but what can we do? I'll drop this one. Okay, that's a Dora. Not willing to drop it for now. Kamicha went for Lychee yet again. My only safe tile against him is the red 5. Guess I'll have to drop it. I just really hope he did not have a 4-5-5-7 shape because I will deal in with the summon. Okay, no wrong, luckily. Okay, thank God, this one is safe. I'm still Ishanten for Ipeko Doradora actually. But yeah, unfortunately this might come to an end. Oh, Sumo from Shimocha. Okay, that's a bit better. It removes a bit of an edge from Toyman, and he got Hatsudora-san. Yeah, of course. Mangan, a clear. Clear cut. No problem with that. That's a nice Mangan, alright. Okay, we have a decent starting hand actually. Once more. Dora with lots of middle tiles, Sanshanten actually with a full run, 2 pairs which we can call pawn with either of them to complete our hand. Rianmen wait, 2 middle tiles around the Pinzus, so all suits have their useful tiles now. We just need to draw a little of them, like just 1 or 2, to make it a perfect shape. Okay, that's perfect. I will drop the sun pin right now actually, it's not useful anymore. Gonna drop the Chun first, it's more dangerous than the Nun. Going to use the Nun as a save tile. Smogity here. But Kamicha called Lichi, it's a bit of a problem. I do not have that many save tiles, and Kamicha is Oya, so I do not want to deal in. I'll guess this one will be safe. It wasn't 100% safe, but I thought that the unpin discard was a bit too early. I'm betting more on middle tiles. Perhaps not even a Lianmen wait. For now, we shall wait and see. Can I chill with that? Perhaps I can. And then I drop this. It wasn't safe at all, but I have $3 now, so yeah, maybe I would like to push now, which isn't going to be all that simple. Tempai, I'll take it. Okay, it passed. Diamond is Suji too, so it might come out. Sanzo is Suji too. Dianzo very close, and this one is dangerous, but I'll have to push for I am Tempai for Tayodora-san. So close. Baman should be safe, it's Suji. It's not safe actually. Okay, it passed. It wasn't clear. Like, once again, he was Oya and he called Dichi probably to keep his deal turn. So a bite with Dichi is more than possible. Like, it's actually quite likely. Not going to wait on the last summon. It's probably not going to come out. Still keeping my Damam Sanzo to its Shampoo weight. Pasto was safe to begin with. I don't actually know what kind of weight he could have. Like, Diamond weights are unlikely now. Could be Lokuman maybe. Lokuman might be one of the last possible. Oh, it could be Dabuton too, actually. I'll have to push! It passed, okay. I did not have to push, I just wanted to push. There's a big difference, but I... Dora-san, you know. Thankfully, this one was safe, so I'm going to keep the Tempai. And Toyman, Hote maybe? No, of course not. Kamecha waiting on Chi-man. Wow. What a shitty hand. Holy fucking shit. That's exactly what I thought would happen. A quick, really bad Dichi to force everyone to fold to keep his deal turn. I did not fold, but I didn't manage to win either, so I ended up not being able to snatch the deal turn away from him. What do we have here? We have a Sushanten for Churen Poto. If we could just draw the Iman and Kuman, that would be perfect. Also 4 pairs, so Ryanshanten for Chitoi. Samanton might make things difficult for this Churen Poto Dream. Well, we did not draw a single Manzu, which is a bit of a shame. At least we may be able to use them to defend, maybe. Could have kept my pairs, actually. Now that I think about it. Oh crap. Forgot it wasn't safe at all. Wasn't the round win, but still. Okay. Manzu do not actually feel that safe actually. Supin should be safe, I hope. Toyman getting a Tsumo. Hoitsu Yaku 13 2600s. 8 4 4 2 2. So yeah, barely reaching the 40 fu limit, but not reaching the 42 that would put him up to 50 fu. It's bad for him. Not much of a difference, though. Kamicha calling Lichi now. Holy shit. Such speed. Kamicha is on the rise here. And I don't really have a way to defend either. Once again, E-Shanten for a hand that I'm certain I will be able to push. Although palm muscle first. Shimacha called Boom, the Sanzo, which might make the Lianzo and Iso safe. Even the Uso actually. Two calls from Shimacha. Now Shimacha might be a bigger danger than Kamicha. If Kamicha went for yet another quick rush to Ichi, then he might have a bad weight in a bad shape. Lianzo is safe as expected, and Kamicha goes zoom anyway. It's up to as close as I was before when I was actually wearing my headset. Which means you will, or you might be hearing me a little weaker, like with a weaker voice. It's not exactly the case, it's mostly that I'm a bit further away from the microphone. So yeah, it would be best, but for now I'll have to save up some money to do some other things.
You actually tried to injure yourself twice, didn't you?
This one was last week and this one this week. I mean, today is Monday. Last week I done this one, the week before I done this
How did you do it?
with a razor.
And why did you want to cut your wrist?
Well, you can bleed to death.
You wanted to bleed to death? Why?
Because I have nothing that... I'm tired here.
You're tired of it?
I'd like to try me.
Can you please? What would please do?
Well, I expect to go to hell. So, I'm just curious. Couldn't be any worse than this.
Still no game joined. That's really curious. I've seen the number of players swinging from like 85 all the way till 92, back and forth. Now it's down to 89 again, which might mean that we have like 22 tables and then a single one waiting for a game, which is a bit weird because I've been waiting for 3 minutes. Okay, finally. Okay, we start as Nancha with okay, I'm gonna drop this one first. Doesn't have what's in my hand. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna do this one right away. Okay. It's not a great shape, however. Okay, I think I can put my headset back on. Yeah, it's E-Shanten, but it's clearly not a great shape. I'll still take the Tempai because I probably don't have much time to take the Tempai anymore. Okay, the Auman now. It's slightly better.
his buddy Castle? He's swinging in his cell right now. He barred.
Diao Passo might be better. I mean, Takame would be Dora Dora, so I would be stupid to ignore this possibility. And Sumo. Yes, Sume, but still. At least I took the right weight here. Tanyao Doraichi Goto 501,000 points. Okay, we drew first blood with a weak hand, but we are Oya now, so it may be time to score a good hand. Or maybe not. By the looks of this hand, it's going to be difficult to do it. Maybe if I could draw the Dabuton or Haku, it might be possible, but for now, not too confident. Okay. Alright, it's an okay draw. Yeah, but Penchan may be too bad. I'll drop the Dabuton first. I don't want to drop the Supin right now because it's one of my only few middle tiles. Okay, now it's a bit different. I can drop this first. Still keep the Dora Penchan. Of course, I will not be calling tiles. Oh, that's a huge draw here. Okay. Ha, of course. Now that I finished clearing up my Penchan, I finally draw the final tile that would have completed this Penchan. This very same Penchan. Well, it is too bad. But what can I do? Okay, Shimocha called Dichi. Toyman called Dichi. Hatsu should be fine. Yes, it was. We drew all 3 consecutive Hatsu in the wall. That's actually impressive. Okay, back to Ishanten. Or... okay, it passed. Oh, I got it. Oh, Kakerich! Chiso Supin. That's a 3-sided weight. I'm Oya, so I need to push. Come on. Ipatsumo. Okay, it passed. Surprisingly so, but still, it passed. That's huge. Roman, it passed. Okay. It was Nakasuji for both my opponents. Come on. Sanzo is safe. Okay. And he got Sumo, fortunately. And it's a strong one. And it is a strong one. Dizumo Pinf, Dora Dora Uraichi, Haneman. Sanzen Loxen 3000, 6000 points. What a huge hit. That sends me straight down to last place. Because of my, well... because I was Oya, unfortunately. Yeah, quite frustrating. Plus I had a decent hand. Not a great hand, but it was decent. It was, in my opinion, good enough to pursue Dichi and chase my opponents. Well, I was Oya anyway, so I had to do it. And Kamicha with the Dora, with the Hatsudora Pon already. We do not want to deal in here. At the same time, it will be difficult to judge when exactly will he get to Tenpai and what tiles he will be waiting for. It would not be too crazy to imagine that he has tiles around the chi-pin to justify dropping it later than the others. But it's still very much unclear, to be honest. Okay, I was scared for 1 second here. Yes, as expected, he was waiting on tiles that were around his discarded chi-pin. It wasn't like obvious or whatever, but it was suspicious a little bit. It was quite suspicious. Okay, not a good high pie once again. It could turn into an interesting hand if I were to pile up on the Dora. No, but it's a good draw. It could almost allow me to go for Dora Tanki, like Pon, Pon, Chi, and Lon. Okay, we're actually getting closer now. The Enchanten, just 2 calls and it will be enough to get Tenpai with the Dora Tanki. Just 1 call! Holy shit, that's actually huge. Tompon and Dora Tanki for a 5200 points hand. Pon and Dora Tanki. Will it work? Will I fail? I have no idea, but it might work. It's still turn 5 only, so it might work. Oh, I would have drawn it myself. Holy shit. It's a bit of a shame. Ah, Shimocha, wow. Uso Giri Richi. And the red 5 on top of that, but I think it was Tsumogiri. Come on, please, Tsumo now! I'll push 1 tile. Okay. I may be able to fight Shimocha head on. I don't have that many save tiles anyway, so I'll have to push for now. I'll keep pushing until either I feel like it's going to be too dangerous or I don't know. We might be waiting on the same tile too. Like it almost feels like he has a Chitoi here because of his weird Tsumogiri Richi. I think it was Tsumogiri. I did not see Lon. Yes. Plus it wasn't first place, so 5200s. And I grab his DG stick, which makes a total point differential reduced by 12,400 points. Which means I'm only... Okay, I'm still in third, but I'm only 6,000 points away from first now. Which means it's still anyone's game. Okay, the Enchanten. Not a bad shape, but still lots of Kanchan Penchan that we would like to complete very soon or clear up and exchange for or trade for Denman. But we could use the Penchan to our advantage if we were to go for a 1-3 Sanchoku, because in this case it will be a guaranteed Yaku, which it will not be with Ryamen weights. So we are going to go with that, or we are going to have to make a make a decision here. I'm gonna go with that. Just in case I might draw the red 5, or even the 5 might be useful here. Okay, one red 5 less. Could go for Chi and... I mean, let's go for it. Chi, Tenpai. It was Tadashi, so it wasn't his draw, most likely. Gotta be careful of Toyman, however, because he has not dropped a single Manzu. And Sumo, yes, Sanshiku Nomi, Sanbon Gohon, 300 500s. Just a complete trash hand, just to kick Kamicha away from his deal turn. And we can begin our own last deal turn. Okay, what do we have here? We have an Anko, we have... It's difficult actually. Difficult to say if it has potential or not. One could say it has enough middle tiles to go for a quick tile, but it's still missing one group, and now that I have drawn a pair of ones, I'm going to be screwed. Wow, Shimocha went for Richi after having dropped yet another pair. This time of Supin. That's really weird. That's the second time he did that. Not in a row because I won the Sanshikonomi in the meantime, but still. And he got a Tsumo on top of that. Rizumo, wow. Rizumo Doraichi, what a good weight. GG to him. I almost fell for it because of the Rianpin. He was actually waiting on the Sunpin, but it was nevertheless a nice trap. Really quick Lichi, a pair of Supin discarded, waiting on a tile that was like behind it. Quite a nice weight. Luckily it wasn't that expensive, so it's still anyone's game, but it's going to be a bit trickier without my little turn now. Might want to go for Honitsu, might want to force Honitsu actually. Maybe not, I don't know. Sunpin, there is only 2 left in the game. Okay. Ha, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Nothing but quick Lychee here in like left and right. It's troublesome. I should be able to defend, but I don't want to defend here. And okay, it passed. No problem for now. Dora Dora might be the enchanted for Pe Dorani. I'll take it just in case I have to go for Tayo instead, because I will be able to drop a pair of safe tiles. Have to drop it. Thing is that I am completely out of safe tiles. The safest looking tile might be the Dora, which is Suji, but I don't want to drop it, of course. Chipping is safe, thankfully. I mean, against Kamicha, of course. I did toss Shimocha and Toimen aside of this equation, of course. Ishanten still, and it might be my only chance to get back to first. But Sozu will be dangerous. Both of them, actually. I'll still go for it! It passed! Okay, Sabropin. Sabropin isn't safe against Kamicha. We might have the same weight. A bit unlikely, but still. Come on! Q-Man is safe, thankfully. Come on, Sabropin, and I may have a chance to get back to first. Yes! Lom! Tanya Dorani. Okay, it's still going to be really tight. I win 4,900 points. I'm still 5,800 points behind. Yep, 58. So 1,000, 2,000 will not be enough. 13, 2,600 might be enough. Ooh, what the hell is the starting hand? I think I can go for forced Huitsu here. We have a really good shape with the Manzu. Bon. We prevent Kamicha from drawing at all. Yes, Ishanten already. Just one more Manzu and I'm in Tenpai for a 5,200 point hand, which will not be enough unless I get yet another Dora, or if I get a Tsumo or win off Shimocha. Or if someone calls Lichi, it's also possible. Might also happen. So we just need to get Tenpai. We're really close. Gonna go with that. I need to keep my pair, Yakuhai pair, to benefit from the Fuhane. Come on, Sama is safe. No. Okay, good. Back to Ishanten. I mean, I was already in Shanten, but I was like, now with a better shape even. Okay. Suman Pong would be enough to go for a guaranteed 5,200 point hand. Okay, 2 calls from Shimocha. Still dropping Manzu, not afraid of falling down to second. Pon. Ah, well, I'll take second place. GG to him. It was a nice game. Okay, second place, I'll have plus 71, I think. Up to 21.59. Okay, still a positive result for today. I mean, considering we only got 1 last place out of 6 games, it would be natural, but last places are really, really harsh, as you guys know. Oh, we actually got up to 2.44 of average rank, so I gained 0.01 since I got back to Throne Room. That's actually huge, and my Dylan rate has gone down quite a lot as well. So it's really nice. It seems that I'm finally getting better and finally getting on par with the Throne Room level. Let's hope that it will remain this way all the way until Saint 2 at least. And hopefully until Celestial. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you soon for more Throne Room shenanigans, of course. And trying to make some progress like we did today. It was a really nice session with just one really bad last place, but weird things happened in this game, so we're not going to dwell too long on it. So regardless, thank you all. I will still see you soon, sorry, and have an excellent rest of your Wednesday.